The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are currently undertaking an official overseas visit. Wills and Kate have been carrying out engagements in Belize as part of their Caribbean royal tour to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. However, despite this, the Queen has been at risk of being removed as head of state in Jamaica as local politicians plan to push ahead with turning the country into a republic as early as August. Let's turn to the royal commentator, Rafe Heydel-Mankoo, who can reflect on this for us. Rafe, I wonder if there is a sense of resignation in palace circles that there will be a number of nations, and we've already seen it start to happen in the Caribbean, of people who see the punctuation mark of the transition from the Queen to King Charles III as the moment that they look at their constitutional settlement.
Yes, well, you have to remember this is just the latest stage in a long process that's happened since the end of the Second World War. The Commonwealth has over 50 nations in it. Only 15 of them are still Commonwealth realms. And the monarchy has always said that it is a decision up to the people of those nations whether or not they wish to remain with the monarchy. And the monarchy has facilitated the transition peacefully. The Queen herself, or in the case of Jamaica, for example, when it became an independent country, Princess Margaret, her sister, came for those independence ceremonies. So the monarchy have never stood in the way of any of this, and certainly I think there is an idea that when the crown does pass on to King Charles, that this will become a live issue in many countries. It's a shame, in many ways, but it's unsurprising that Jamaica has tied this discussion into reparations for slavery, and agitators and politicians are linking the monarchy with racism, and it's really part of this problem that we're seeing in the UK and the US spreading to the Caribbean in schools, critical race theory, and a general teaching of anti-British, anti-imperial teaching. No real positive teaching about civic institutions. People are growing up in these countries, as in this country too, without ever learning properly about the value of constitutional monarchy, or indeed learning about the remarkably modern anti-racist attitudes that were held by people like Queen Victoria, by Edward VII. Instead, we get these false accusations of slavery and colonialism.
Rafe, we've got time for one more question. Anybody looking, and apologies for those listeners on radio, but anybody looking at you today will see you are a man of some sartorial talents. Can we just reflect on the impact of the Duchess of Cambridge? We've cut some pictures showing her in some of the best frocks that she was wearing in Belize. I mean, it's hard not to be, if you're a headline writer for a mid-market newspaper, it is hard not to draw parallels with Diana, Princess of Wales. There is a sense in which she is becoming the ace in the pack for the palace in terms of engaging the interests of the royal reporters and photographers that, at some expense to their editors, go along on these royal tours. That they are coming into their own, the Cambridges, it seems.
They are, absolutely. There was a great hope when Meghan Markle married into the royal family that you would have this great duo with Meghan Markle with her biracial ancestry able to reach parts of the Caribbean and Africa and the Commonwealth and re-engage with the monarchy. That didn't quite work out, but Kate seems to be fully capable of doing that job all on her own. There is a dynamism there. Monarchy needs to be refreshed. The beauty of the monarchy when Queen Elizabeth acceded to the throne was that she was so young, and she brought that new flavour of a new Elizabethan age. And I really think that the Cambridges are showing that the monarchy is a fresh institution, that the monarchy evolves every decade or so. We get a slight change, so it respects its traditions, but shows a modern face. And I think we can be very proud that we have in the Cambridges worthy successors to the Queen.
Rafe Heydel-Mankoo. Rafe, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.